Hello, Mark Crossfield here. More questions coming at you through my AskGolfGuru Q&A app for Android, iPhone, iPad devices. This is the second channel. I've got two channels, golf channel. This is the Q&A channel. Quickfire questions. You send questions via the AskGolfGuru app, which is different to the other app, which has all the other videos in. And I try and give you some video responses as quick as possible to get you some answers to your golfing questions. So we've got a question here from Michael about handicaps. Let's get stuck in. So I like this question, and it's quite basic on lots of ways, but lots of people don't, certainly newer golfers, don't understand this question. So it's a good question. Hi Mark, incredible job on your videos. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Michael. Players' handicaps are referred all the time, and I understand that you enter your score after each round to calculate the number. But I still don't quite understand what they mean. Does a scratch golfer average par when playing 18? What does a 10, 15, 20 handicap player average on 18 holes? Please help. This topic always confuses me. Cheers, Mike. Right, Mike, handicaps. Interesting. So the most basic way to think about handicaps, like you say in your question there, is if I play 18 holes of a 10 handicap, in theory, I'll have 10 bogeys and the rest par. Obviously, it never works like that. You'll have a double, you might have a birdie, and it averages out. But that's the idea. Now, that's the par. In the UK, and I'm pretty sure it's similar in other countries around Europe, we use a thing called standard scratch. So your handicap is worked out to the standard scratch, not to the par. So some courses you'll play, the standard scratch states that because the scores on these holes around this course is generally lower than the par, we're going to put the standard scratch below par. So if the par was 70, but the standard scratch was 69, and I think in the US they call it the handicap was 69, so one below par, a scratch golfer would have to shoot one under par to play to their handicap. Now, some other courses, so thinking about here in Devon, you got some links courses, the wind often blows, very challenging tracks when the conditions are against you, which is most of the time in this country. The standard scratch is above the par. So if the par is 70 and the standard scratch is 72, if I shoot level par, 70 shots, of scratch, I'm actually 2 below the standard scratch, and that would get me my handicap cut. So your handicap is distributed around the holes according to the stroke index, or I think in the US when I was just over there they call it the handicap. So if you are off a 10 handicap, you will get one shot, so one shot comes off your score on every hole where the stroke index is from 1 to 10. From 11 to 18, you get no shots. You have to par those holes if off a 10 handicap. Do a bit of research. Go online, read some things about, there's loads of resources online talking about handicap, EGU, and just search it. Just search handicap system, how it works. But the handicap is there. The best thing about this game, and I play tennis as a hobby, and you don't really have a handicap system in a tennis, and the game really suffers for it. I don't see how it would work with one. I understand why it doesn't have one, but it does suffer. So you need to find someone in tennis who can hit at an equivalent level to you, otherwise the game is kind of pointless. Where golf, Tiger Woods can play against an 18 handicap, and in theory, they could have a fun, equal competition game. They could compete, and that is the best thing about golf. One of the most impressive things about the game. Age doesn't matter, size doesn't matter, because handicap is there to even it all out for us. So handicap done to par in lots of people's heads. It's actually done to standard scratch in this country. So when you get a card, look at the par 70, but you want to find it, I'll say where it is, standard scratch score, SSS often on the card. You want to see what that is, and that's what you're playing to if you want to get your handicap cut or move it up or whatever you want to do. There's intricate things called buffer zones as well. You're allowed to shoot, say, 2 over, I think it is. Your handicap, I think it's different with each category of handicap. You're allowed to shoot over par, and the buffer zone saves you from going up. But again, do some research. Much easier to sit there and read some forms on it. But that gives you a general idea. Not that confusing. Just give yourself some time to read it. It'll make sense. Thanks for the question. Thanks for buying the app. And I hope that helps a little. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also, thumbs up the video, post comments. Love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show. Get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.